Yes, indeed, it's 6 o'clock and it can only mean one thing. Yes, the doors are open again for another one-day special. And oh my word, what a one-day special have I got for you. Right, I'm going to go straight in. We did this yesterday. It was ridiculous. We're busy already, and I knew we would be for this. Everyone's been over the socials. Everyone's been asking times and dates. I've got bundles galore to show you. I've got dies. I've got stamps to show you as well. Amazing sets of papers as well. There's 2 sets of papers on this show. And the best thing about it, whatever you get this hour, you know it's all going to mix and match with everything else that's on the show. Right then, let's kick straight off. I'm not on my own this hour. I wouldn't be able to do this on my own either. I've got Emma in the studio. How are you, my love?
I'm all right. Hi.
Are you? How have you been? Have you been good?
I'm really, really good. I've been playing.
Well, how? Before I get to the collection itself, how amazing is this collection?
This collection has been made. The dies were made in November last year, which is why I may add the silver and not pink, because they were made before I demanded my dies to be pink.
Well, this is the thing. Well, before we even get to that, and we'll go back to Emma in a minute, I just need to tell you 10% of the stock has already gone. I've not even given you a number. 10% of the stock has already gone. I've not even read a single digit, and this is your first time you've actually seen them. You are getting 53. Emma, we will be back. We're just ridiculously busy.
That's fine.
53 dies is what I felt ever so rude then, chipping in. 53 dies in total is what you are looking at here. And oh my word, what a set of dies have you got? Let's go into a bit more detail. Now, I do need to tell you first of all, okay? The bundle that you're seeing on screen is your one-day special. 487255 is your item number. 2 flexible payments of £29.98. That's going to get you all 4 of the A5 sets of dies. So that's 53 dies in total. But if your budget does not stretch to £59 and a few more pennies, or you can't do those flexible payments, do not fear. I have things individually as well. Okay, there's one of them now. 9 dies. I think that was for the Emma's bug die is what you're looking at the moment. It's top left. Who's going? Bottom left. Fire shoots now. Bernie the Bolt. That one there. That's the one. The bug die. 9 dies. That's £22.99. Okay, for that on its own, which is amazing value for money. Because look at the depth. Look at the detail. Wait till I show you the finished samples. But with your one-day special, we're going to bring back up the details now. In theory, the reason we showed you that £22.99 is an amazing price. But the bundle that you're seeing now, you're getting one of these for free. So it's 3 for 4. Okay, so you're getting the entire collection. I'm just being told now 20% of the stock has now already gone, and we're 3 minutes in. 2 flexible payments of £29.98 today, and £29.98 in a month's time, and you are getting the collection. Look at what you can create. This is the Jungle Fever collection. You can see a spectacle. Wait, I'm going to use the word. I'm going to use it. A kaleidoscope of colours. They've been bounding that around the office all morning. You must say a kaleidoscope of colours, Adam. All right, there it is, done. Now, right, tick that box off. Right, I was going to show you some of these. There are so many finished samples that we have here, but it is true. Look at a smorgasbord of colour. But there's so much you can do with them. You've got things like you've got all your animals in there, which you could do your sort of garden theme. It's very James and the Giant Peach. That's where I go with this. James and the Giant Peach, or the animated film Bugs Life. You know, that sort of things. It's got that's what I create. That's what it creates in my head. Also, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. You know, when they go really small and everything's really big and over the top. This is what it looks like. They are so much. But you can go from bright and colourful, but then you can also go to your serene. Please don't think that you have to use those really bright colours as well. You've got so many things that are in here, and so many things that will complement your one-day special as well. Look at this. Things like these. I can see parties, kids' parties, birthday parties. Oh, I've got boards as well. Oh, I've got so much to show you. Oh, look at this. Right, let's look at the boards. Right, these are all 4 dies, okay? Now, once again, every board I'm going to show you, you can get individually. Okay, so you find them on the website. It'll be the quick and easy. Save me giving you all the numbers. But this is one. Look at this. So you've got beautiful flowers in here, stunning feathers, vinery. There's leaves in here. Also a bit of texture as well. So you've got, in theory, the waist, which would be in the centre of your crisscross there. But that could be also could be a tyre track if you wanted it to be. 30% of the stock now has already gone. 30%. You get an alphabet, so you can cut it into your card. And you can cut it out, so you've got that in and out. So technically that is your waist. This is what you're die cutting. This is your waist that you're using now. You've also got the different leaves that could be cherries if you wanted it to be. Turn it upside down. You've got a balloon. You've got 3 different balloons. You've got spades if you play cards. You've got hearts in there if you wanted to. Could be a little fork, a gardening fork if you wanted it to be, if you're in the garden with your 2 little bugs. Put your shimmers and shines on there. Go all together with your animals. Your glossy accents, make them sparkle. Give them those encased wings so it really do sparkle. From then on in, we go to the larger flower. Now, feathers mean so many things to so many people. It could be a leaf. It could, as it is, it is a feather, but it could be whatever you want it to be. You could go half. You could use that as a leaf. You can even use it as a book, and which we'll get to that shortly. You've got things like strawberries, if you wanted them to be. Turn it upside down. You've got a beautiful little strawberry there. You've also got a little seed pod. This could be a little gnome's house. There's it. There's his aerial. A little hat with fuzzy hair. You draw a little face under that. You've got yourself a little gnome that lives with the ants. See, do you see where my world goes? This here, this could be a little beard for a gnome. It is a flower, but you draw a little gnome hat on that, a little gnomey face, a little gnomey hat. You put that on there, you've got a little gnome. You've got Adam the ant down the bottom as well. I've named him, nobody else. Then last but no means least, you have that beautiful, stunning butterfly that's there as well. Also, turn it on its side, you've got peacock feathers. You've got your cherries in there. You've also got your droopy heart, like your Halloween heart that's in there as well. It is. Look at that. It's like upside down. You've got a bonfire. You see? I'm just saying, you know what I'm like? Basically, I'll call myself out. I'm tight, is what I am. I like to get value for money. And if I'm paying 2 flexible payments of £29.98, I want more than just a butterfly. I want more than just a set of cherries. And yes, I've got that here and I've got the scope. 40%, I'll drop it in. 40% of the stock has already gone. 487255. I'm being told to move on already. The complete collection, 40% of the stock has already gone and we are 8 minutes in. 487255 is your item number. Something else that would work beautifully with your dies. You can tell when I get all excited. You found them on. Look at this. Oh my word. Already we are 20% of the stock already gone. This is the first time you've seen them. 20% of the stock gone. What are you getting? You are getting 63 stamps. 63 stamps. Now, what you're seeing now are actual size, because I've tested it. I've tried it all out on every single one. These are all genuine sizes. Okay, so these images on the front are the genuine size to what you're getting. Where are you? Just so you know, I've got average hands. Just for the people that are going, well, he might have very small hands. Average, I've been told. Average. Just saying. I'll take it. It's on my CV already. Adam Humphrey, star of stage and screen with very average hands. I can see it in lights. Anyway, you wait till these craft shows come back up. Oh, I can't wait. I'm going to have my own stall. Adam's average hands. That could be a stamp collection. I digress. I'm being told to move on because management are watching and they're saying, what are you talking about? So, you've got things like your bearded dragons in there. Is that a bearded dragon or a gecko? It's a chameleon. Come. Oh, there's a song there, isn't there? Eh? Oh, where's the harmonica? Then you've got a gecko. I know me geckos. Then you got Carmen Miranda. Here she is. Oh, funny story. I used to have a headdress like that. Somehow it doesn't surprise you, does it? I wonder why I married myself some days. I really do. We're coming to you, Ed. We're coming. So, I surprised myself. Now, I'm just a lucky boy. Now, what else we got in there? We've got flowers in there. We've got the seed pods. If you notice, so they all match perfectly. Now, I'm going to show you. Let's go with the frog, because he's the largest. The stamps themselves look like this, okay? But just as a oh, that's not going to work, Adam, you fool. You have to put it in front. So, as a reference, oh, I'm doing it backwards now. Can you roughly see that? Oh, it's upside down. Hang on. No. We'll do this. I don't want to be called talk amongst yourselves. Barbara, get yourself another cup of tea. 30% of the stock now has already gone. See, their actual size. Actual size is what you're looking at. 30% of the stock now here has already gone. So, we've got your one-day special, those beautiful designs. Now, bookworms, your little book frog, as it were. Look at him with his little tasseled Reddit. That has got Janice written all over it. You wait till she sees that later on. She's going to love that. Then you've got things like, it's not just stamping though. You could do your embroidery on this. Get it the right way, Adam. You can do your geckos on your embroidery. So this is a little bag if you wanted it to be, a little pencil case. Maybe for school. Absolutely beautiful. From then on in, these are just random things I'm picking up. There's loads back here. This is beautiful. What I also want to show you is this down here. Now, I remember having one of these. My first holiday, the first holiday in Margate. Oven gloves, done with the papers. I'm getting to them, do not fear. Watch this. Do you remember these? My first holiday in Margate, I had one of these. Oh, hang on, how do I do it? Oh, I did it earlier in rehearsal. Look at this. So now it makes a cube. These are all the designs that you can see are all on there, so it all opens out to be rainbows and oh, it's absolutely beautiful. Stunning. Very, very busy. Freedom price on this, £80 and 91 pence. Two freedom prices on this as well. £40 and 6 pence. Oh, my maths was out. £40 and 46 pence is what you're looking for a Flex and 3D as well. Flexi 3D? I'm getting excited. I'm getting all giddy. I need to calm down. I've got a cute angina. I could go at any time. I really could. You could be on your own. Oh. Something's there. Something. So, stencils. Oh, we've got stencils on the show. We've got stencils on the show now as well. We've got stencils. We've got three stencils is what you're getting. All of them for £14 and 97 pence. You've got your leaves in there. You've got your hashtags down with the kids. And you've got your circles, which are not really circles, more like leaves. More like orbs. Orbs, I'm going for. Like an orb, like a bubble, like a little rose, like a droplets on a pond. Ooh, for the frog. Oh, they could be lily pads. Lily pads is what we could be. You've got hashtags, you've got little road markings if you wanted them to be. Once again, think outside the box. Leaves, unfortunately, are leaves. We'll get 357302 is your item number for stencils. I'm pushing on. We're very busy. Papers we've got. This is set 1 that you're looking at now in the papers. There are 2 sets. This is set 1. We've sort of spread them out. I can't go through all of them because I'd be here all day. But you're getting 25 sheets is what you're getting in here. 25 sheets. Once again, A4 jungle design paper. This is set 1. 25 designs in total. You can see the designs that you're getting in there. They're absolutely beautiful. A quarter of the stock of set 1 has already gone. I've not even asked Emma where did thoughts come from for this collection. I will get there, honestly. But we are ridiculously busy for this hour, and I don't use that term often. Okay, we are very, very busy. If you like it, get it while we've got it. Because I think towards the end of this hour, especially towards the end of Janice's hour later, we may start seeing sellouts here, there and everywhere. So this is set 1. I'll just pick out some of the colours that you've got in there. I'll just move some of the papers for you, just so you can see the large designs that you get. You've got the large leaves in there as well. What's this one? Sort of autumnal colours. You've got a leaf within a scene, as it were. If you turn that up to the same, you've got like a little scene in there. So you draw a little sun in there, a little shack, as it were. You've got a beautiful design in there as well. Absolutely stunning, vibrant papers. They're flying off the shelves, literally, and they're only single-sided, which I also like, which means single-sided means you haven't got to choose your favourite. That's always the hard choice in it. Which is my favourite? Which one do I keep? Which one do I cut into? They're all single-sided. £14.99, brand new today. Set 2, let's shimmy on over. Also, a quarter of the stock here has already gone. Hose me down, call me Brenda. We are busy, aren't we, eh? £14.99, 273-755 is your item number. £14.99. Right then, let's open some of these out, see what we're getting in here. Look at that. Oh, the leaves on there. And that, may I add, Margaret, is where you get your leaves from. So, I don't know who Margaret is. I don't know why she keeps popping up. It's my nan's name. I think I meant to phone her. This is why I think I've got her on the brain for. I've not phoned her in 3 days. I really should. But I normally do it on the way in. Anyway, I digress. I was listening to Hairspray again today, but got in the way. Then you've got your grapes in there as well. Can't beat a bit of Michael Ball, though, can you? Eh? Oh, can't beat a bit of Michael Ball. I was bellowing it out, got to the traffic lights, forgot my windows were open. The woman next to me just looked at me in that weird sort of way to think, oh, bless him, he should really be put away. Now, very busy across the board. Right, let's go straight to demo. I'm getting giddy with excitement. I need a little lie down in a dark room. While I do that, I'm going to hand over to Emma, OK? Right, and Em, what are we demoing first?
I've got no idea. What? I love you.
Bless you. You're the only one that does.
The feather book. I'm going to show how to make that because I've had some interest on Facebook. I'm going to pick... We'll just use these ones rather than go through all the papers. Just to show how I do it, because the dies do cut through 2 layers of the paper. They do cut through 2 layers of the card as well, and that's 300 GSM. It might catch a little bit in places, but nothing that you can't... Right.
So is it, what card are you using? Is it super smooth? Is it texture? Is it just a generic 300 GSM?
It's Clever Prints stamping card.
OK, just so we know, It's good to know these things.
Yeah, it's good for everything, really. It's not textured and it's not really smooth. I've used alcohol inks, I've used watercolours, I've used construction for everything.
So the dies will really stand up to more or less everything, is what we're saying. While you run this through as well, though, where did all of this inspiration come from for the collection?
This has been in my head for years.
Has it?
This is the kind of thing I used to doodle away to myself. It's been in journals and books, and it's called Colour Jungle, really. That's what the plan was in the beginning. It's just out my head.
It's a nice little, it's a beautiful collection. It really, really is, and it does work. It does work together remarkably well.
It works with line 1 and 2 as well. That's what I really wanted, to make sure everything still worked together. And I'm quite demanding though, really, when it comes to, because normally even the papers, they've been 2 sets of 24, and you've got 2 sheets of each. Now we've got 50 completely different papers.
No, it's nice. You get the value for money in here is phenomenal. Right then, where are we up to?
There we are. Just the feather, and it opens again. So now I've got 3 pages in the papers, and I've got 1 in card, just to show that you can decorate them yourself with the stamps and things. So all I'm going to do is, I'll do it quick though, I won't mess around colouring in too much.
Okay.
Just put some colour down. This is my tiny collection of watercolours.
So one thing, but the whole collection, as it were, and I use this analogy a lot, and I apologise if you've heard it before, but this collection does lend itself, if you're brand new, like I am, I've literally just found the wonderful world of watercolour, and I've not even found proper watercolours. I was using My Little Mole's water, basically a felt tip pens that are washable. I used a paintbrush with them and we dipped it in water. But this is the sort of stuff that me and my Molly could do, and we could get the same sort of look, because you haven't really got to be clean and tidy. Exactly.
I've got a 10-year-old at home and he loves it. The thing is, with this, I would actually send this to my dad or my little boy or my mum. I mean, I'm wearing it in my hair.
So you can put it on your fabrics as well. Look, so you can now make your bows out of it. You can use it for your dressmaking if you want to as well. But really, anyone can have a go at this, because a feather can be any colour. All the bugs can be any colour they want to as well. A butterfly is obviously a butterfly. It can be also colours. It can be a fantasy world, jungle world that you're walking into.
Absolutely anything you want. But even then, I mean, I know we're saying colour, but this is a demo I'm going to do tomorrow. I've used the dyes, corrugated card.
Look at that.
You don't have to be as bright and crazy as I do things. You can do whatever you want.
You can create your own fantasy world. And I'm loving the feather book that you're looking at the moment as well. Beautiful little book.
There's so many ideas, you know, when you... I haven't got my ink pads out. I said I was ready. Can you believe it? I knew I wouldn't be.
So remember, the details currently on the screen are for your large collection. We'll be back in a minute. We'll just let our Emma get her ink pads out and then we'll go back. We're just going to look at some finished samples, because this is by our Julie Bell, as it were. Look at that. It's like a little ant run that you've got in there, made out of... I think this is the sort of stuff that you find in parcels, as it were. It's absolutely beautiful. Then you've also got your... Look at that. Oh... How beautiful. That's my gnome beard. That is my little gnome beard that you wanted on there. But then you can go from that to that. How different are those? Absolutely beautiful, but also totally, totally different. Right then, let's get back to demonstration.
I'm ready now, I promise. I said, are you ready? I said, oh yeah, fine. That was an hour ago. So I'm just going to use the stamps. On the stamps themselves, there's loads of little fillers and little bugs and things like that, so that you can build them up, really. They're just shapes. They can be whatever your imagination wants them to be, really.
No, they really can.
Oh. I think that one's a little sunshine, or it's just a circle with lines. Anything at all. And then what I normally do, because I do like to cut out, you can do the masking where you cut out the papers and mask over a stamp. I prefer to cut out, so I've got loads of little flowers and things cut out ready, and leaves, but I will show them stamped as well. This one is, I think it's a lily. It's a lily shape, it's an Emma flower, we'll go with that.
It's got the look of a lily.
I mean, they're all just things I've doodled, and I didn't specifically go for any
particular flower, which in one way is quite nice, because then you're not limited to what you use it for. So as you said, you could do a bunch of these and it could be a bunch of lilies, or you could just use these as fantasy flowers if you wanted to as well.
There we go. The stamp really, really nice, really well. You can use your stamp press as well for the bigger stamps. But what I do really when I'm with this cutting, I like to cut out. I do enjoy cutting out. If you don't like cutting out, stay in the lines. If you do, or even just go out the lines and make them really arty. It's up to you. There's no right or wrongs. Just drop it in, and the watercolours just all merge together and does the shading for you, really.
Oh, look at that.
Oh.
But once again, they're nice designs. We're looking at the stamps at the moment, but the stamps themselves, they do lend themselves to be easily cut out if you wanted to. You haven't really got to fussy cut really anything out, have you?
No, that's another thing. I do try, because obviously I do enjoy cutting out, like I say, but I know other people don't, so I try and keep them easier shapes. I mean, the last two lines that I brought out, people will see that they're quite easy shapes. I think on this one there's a couple of little bits on Jungle Diva's hair.
Yeah.
The leaves and things, but just cut them off and stick them back on after.
No, it's nice.
So, no rules at all. There we go. I have got some done. I just wanted to show how well the stamp.
We've had emails in. Who's
fabulous.
This? From our Angie.
Oh.
She said the collection is amazing. The versatility of the stamps is great. So many different things you can do with it. And she's on the design team.
Angie, yes, Angie,
Angie
won the competition. Every line, I run a competition for somebody to become a guest DT on the next line. And that was Angie last time. She made the oven gloves and the cube. And
oh, Angie's good.
yeah.
She's a good egg.
If you go to Emma's Happy Place Arts and Crafts, all the information's in there.
There we go. It's all there for you.
And
if you want to become part of the... Wow, what an amazing team you'd be on as well. Absolutely stunning. The details on the screen at the moment are for the stamps that our Emma's using at the moment. 63 stamps in total is what you are getting for £89.90. 743907 is your item number. This is what you're getting. And the vast amount as well. Those large ones, from that parrot to the frog to the leaves and the foliage that's in there. Also to that sort of Carmen Miranda sort of look. It's not, I know, but we're approaching a third of the stock of the stamps now has already gone. £89.90. 743907 is your item number. Just look at the detail that you are getting in there as well. Right then, let's go back to demonstration.
The flowers, I have cut them out and I'm just adding them. I'm not too fussed if they hang over the side either. You just colour the back in once it's all dry. Different leaves and things, they're all in with the stamps. Just add them in, just in places.
Oh, I've got to finish one of these here, haven't I?
Yes, you've got the finished one over there.
We'll look at that in a minute.
More little leaves. I've got loads and loads. I've sat and coloured them and cut them all out ready, so you didn't have to watch us.
Oh no, I quite like that. I quite like watching people colouring. It's a weird sort of thing I do.
Actually, I was on Facebook last night and I did live, and it was all about watercolouring and with these. Oh. And a few people actually said it was really nice to sit and just watch and see how you do it. So
absolutely love it. I was mesmerised by Phil Martin yesterday when he started colouring in, because it's very rare he does it.
On the stamp plates, there's some quite big sayings, sentiments. They can be cards on their own, or they can go on you, anything you want really. And this one says, mistakes are proof you are trying. And they're all like they're quite nice little banners and things.
Well, they are, but they also look like speech bubbles. So you could make the parrot sing it, or you can make the frog speak it if you wanted to as well.
Absolutely anything at all. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to mount them all together. These ones, actually, if you cut, you can cut 4 out together. They're double-sided, they're in that one.
Yep.
They're double-sided. But I'm just going to put them in with the pages just to show. So I've now got 4 pages. You can bookbind them by sewing them in, or if that's too much of a faff, all you have to do, ooh, that's gone, is tie them together. And then it looks quite organic as well, obviously along with the theme of the jungle. And
it would be a lovely invitation. It'd be a beautiful invitation.
They can be whatever they want. I mean, I was talking to people, obviously on Facebook here. I do speak to a lot of people. I try and keep in contact with as many as possible. That one, I've cut that one wrong. Take that one out. That one I've cut back to front. I'll use it later. But there we go. That's how it started.
Look at
and
that.
It becomes, but it can be, do you know, in your journaling books and things like that, you can write in them.
That'd be
Journal
nice,
into
wouldn't
them,
it?
have them as little flaps and things, put your pictures in. It's a big, big feather. Wait, I've got big hands. And it's a big, big.
Not well. I've got average Adam hands. But what I was also thinking of is like things like your feather. I'm going to show you this one in a minute. Things like your feather, you cut it out as vellum.
Yes, cut it out as vellum. You've got wedding cards even.
Yeah, your beautiful vellum that you've got. This is the finished one that we've already got. So we've got a beautiful, beautiful card just here. Look at this. So this is a finished one that I've got here as well. But there's so much you can really, really do. It's absolutely stunning. Look at this. All the way to the back page as well. So maybe you use that as a like a little journal book. Keep it as a little diary, like a little note, like little sticky pads if you wanted to as well. That would be really, really nice. There are so many samples that I want to get through. The details are on the screen at the moment for the one-day special. Absolutely, £59.96. That will get you all 53 of the dies that we've currently got in front of me as well. Remember, once you've got a die set, then you can really go to town. Like things like these. But look at this. So this is made out of old books. So you could, in theory, make this into like a lantern. So you could make it down into a lantern if you wanted to. Things like that I really, really like because you are getting your money's worth out of your card. I think that's meant to go on there. So I don't think that's meant to be on its own. So I'm guessing it goes there. So you've got these beautiful, beautiful dies that you can do there as well using butterfly. What's wrong with me? I'm so excited. I need to calm down. £29.98. We're very, very busy for your dies as well. Let's show you your stamps as well. Let me quickly do the details. 487255 is your item number for your die set that we're looking at the moment, which is your one-day special. One-day special price, £59.96. 2 flexible payments of £29.98. Something else that's been busy is the stamp set as well. So this time you are getting, well, look at the price. It's £149.90 is what you would have been paying. Okay, but now £89.90. What are you getting for that? You think, what am I getting for that? You are getting loads. You're getting 63 stamps in total. Everything that you see in those coloured images are to scale. Okay, so they're all to scale. And that is what you're getting. You are getting 63 individual stamps, 63 designs that you can go out and start creating T-shirts. You can now print your own T-shirts that will be to your design. Look how beautiful that is. I like his little moustache. Makes him look like a little bit French or Italian. Yeah, he does, doesn't he? I can't do that noise. I'll tell you though, Baker. So then we've also things got like beautiful cards. So this is use the die cut elements that you've got on there, but it still shows you how versatile all the paper pads are. From there, you can also use things that look at these. These are beautiful for your journals with your glossy accents over the tops as well. So you go from quite a nice little biography there, little journal as it were, but then look at that. So you add that colour on there as well. And what I like about this, you know me, once again, I always like my value for money, as it were. But animals are amazing things because kids love animals. So with things like toys like these that you can make yourself and get the kids involved to colour in, but you could also use them for, I thought that's what one of them was, one of them. You know where you used to do that with paper. Pick a colour, green. Grey, G-R-E-E-N. Pick a number, 2, 1, 2. Pick another number, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I love you. So, all it ever was, wasn't it? Or, you stink. I went to an all-boys school. I love you was not that often, but every now and then. £89.90. You are getting a full set of stamps here. £89.90. 743907 is your item number. Right then, stencils are what we're going to look at next, is what we're going to look at now. These are beautiful little stencils as well. And they're not little, they're A5. Once again, look at the size that you are getting. A5 stencils, and you're getting all three. This is not a pick and mix. This is not pick your favourite one, pick your favourite two. You're getting all of them. You're getting all these stencils. So then you can make beautiful reading books like these. It's the colourways. You can go to town with your colours of the jungle, as it were. So you can go from that to that. But if I turn it around, it shows you just the stencils being used on there. All those little hexagon stencils that's in there, the crisscrosses, the leaves on there as well. If you've got any other collections as well from our end, you know they're going to work together. I feel like Michael Aspel with this. So, lost on everyone in here. But But what we're talking about is you're talking stencils that are going to last a long time for the sheer fact once you've got a set of stencils, you can do some of. You can put your mediums through them. You can put your sprays through them. You can put your glossy accents through them. And if you can't draw like me, you trace through them. You trace your leaves onto your things. There's so much that you can do with them as well. £14.97, 357302 is your item number. Right then, let's look at set one of your papers this time, and then we're going to go back to demo. Set one of your papers. Now, you are getting 25 designs, different designs of that as well. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful designs. Oh my word, look at this. I thought it was heavy. Look at this. This is using the papers. Now, I'm going to have to work out what collection this is from. But this is where you put your... Is that the second sample? I'll show it now anyway, but it is from the next collection. But this is where you put your dies. So this is die storage. So they're your magnetic shims on the inside. But look at the colour and the vibrancy that you've got there. But you can use that for your next set as well. I'm just going to show you random things of what you can do with them. But you've got things like coasters. Who would have thought? Take your papers and use them for coasters. These are normal MDF. This is what they originally started life like. You go from that to that. I really, really love all of these. Up next as well, so that's set one. Let's look at set two while we're here as well. 562733, 50% of the stock on set one has already gone on your papers. Set two of your papers now, once again, already 50% of the stock has already gone. £14.99. If you're going for that large set of stamps, you might want to think about popping a paper in as well, because you've also got that flexible payments. Just saying. To get the best possible deal, you might start using those flexible payments. While you've got them, really start using them as well. 273755 is your item number, £14.99. Right then, Em, what are we up to this time?
I love these hairbands. I own hundreds of them. So I thought I would make another one.
Yeah, let's.
And show how I do, because, well, painting on fabric and things like that's a little bit different. You do need a hybrid ink for one that's for fabric you can use. I've got the Jane Davenport squid ink. You can use the ones of VersaCraft and things like that, and all you do is heat set them with the iron.
Yeah.
So I've taken another one of my flowers and you just ink it up. And the best way to stamp onto fabric is really, is to pop it on and just hold it in place for a little while to give the ink a chance to soak in.
Yeah.
You just hold it, and then before you colour it, you need to heat set this. You can heat set it with your heat tool, or you can just run an iron over it, a dry iron. So I've got some already stamped further up that I will paint, and I've got these as well. These are coming with John next door on the 28th, but he said I can play with them now.
Oh, did he now?
He did.
Oh,
Only
okay.
because I nag a lot.
No, they are nice. They are coming soon with our John, and I think they're coming with our Hayley as well. They're set. Are they sets?
Yes, Seth Apter.
Yes, our sets. See, I know me stuff.
There we go. So I have got some already stamped that I haven't coloured. I've used the bugs, and then on the Jungle Diva you get these little circles and things for the backgrounds.
Yeah.
So I've done all of that, and with this, because they're all surface, the pigments, I haven't actually washed any fabric with them on yet. But they're permanent on loads of other stuff, so I can't see why they won't be on fabric. But you don't really put the headbands through the washer. All you do is not too much water, because you don't want it to soak out too much of the fabric. So, and obviously this is you can do for any colour, any outfit you want. I mean, little girls love these, but think of t-shirts and things. I mean, the frog on the t-shirt would be great for a little boy.
Well, this is what I was thinking, and also things like pillowcases and bedspreads and stuff like that.
Bags,
things
anything.
on lamps, and so we have not got the ink on the show. These inks are coming in the next few weeks with our John next door.
No,
okay,
this is
with
just me
Crafts 2.
teasing, because I wanted to do this.
They are Crafts 2 inks is what we're looking at, but what we're going to use at the moment, what we're looking at now is the stamps. But the stamps, once again, look really, really easy to colour in.
You can use your acrylics for this as well. You do not need to use these. This is just because I wanted to. You don't need them
so
to do
you've
this.
Got,
you can actually do this before you get them.
Phil Martin's brush pens. would work beautifully with these as well. Obviously, if you're going to do your watercolours, put them onto
Yes.
canvases. For your mixed media projects, these stamps as well. Remember, you're getting 63 stamps in this bundle, which means 63 different project ideas.
Do you know what it is, though? You don't even have to colour them. Do you know when you drop brush holes and things like that into a bit of paper? Just do that stamp, overcut it out, and it's coloured.
Yes.
You don't, I mean, I've got a feather. I've got piles of stuff here.
Things like your mop-ups.
Your jelly plate, I've got. I need to find, I want to show everybody everything now.
You've got 24 hours, do not
I know,
fear.
but I want to show now. These ones here. I've got a new nickname called Giddy Kipper because I'm a bit ridiculous. I've been so excited.
No, it's
And now I don't know what I'm doing.
Go on then, what do you want to show me?
The dyes and things, what I've done is I've sprayed them and I've stamped into them and then just pulled out certain elements. That's off the jelly plate.
If you lie them flat on your mat facing you, we'll be able to get them then.
They're possibly sitting at home going...
No, so there we go, look, we can get them perfectly now.
There we are. See, that's the stencil there.
Oh yeah, look, there's the stencil, there's that butterfly we were talking about earlier.
The bubble flower, that's a dye as well. And these. There's just so many things you can't do with them.
There really is. And especially that flower that you've got there, that could also be frog spawn.
It could be absolutely anything.
You could really go to a story of frog spawn and the tadpoles that are there, and then you've got the actual
make
frog
a child's
itself.
book.
Yeah.
Absolutely anything. So back to what I was doing. I'm so sorry.
Nah, don't be.
But anyway, I won't carry on painting it too much. The main thing to remember with your fabric painting is not to wet it too much unless you actually want it to pool out because your fabric soaks it in. You can use your permanent markers and things just to add in your detail. Oh, there, look at that. I've scribbled a little bit, but it's fine. There we are. Use your Posca pens there. Permanent on fabric. Absolutely, you name it, you can do it. And they're big enough to use in your journals as well. You know,
no, you really can.
Art journals.
We've had loads of emails in as well. We've picked 2 emails. So if you have emailed in and I'm not about to read it out, I can only apologise. We just had a vast amount of emails at the moment. First one is from Cheryl saying, congratulations, Emma, on another fantastic collection. I've ordered the collection as well. Can you please tell me what paints you're using throughout the show, please? That paint palette that you've got, are they just generic watercolours?
This is a collection of about 15 years worth of watercolours. I couldn't even tell you what make they are now.
Okay, so
it's just watercolour pans I've collected over the years.
But they're just a watercolour. They're just watercolours. So you maybe have studio lights. They would work beautifully. We've also got Phil Martin's brush pens, if you like the pen for watercolours. I think they may have sold out. But check the website. Just type in watercolours. Everything will open a world. We'll also ask Jo Channon next as well what watercolour she uses. Then we've also got Wendy, Windy Wendy. I've just made that name up, but I quite like it. Wendy, Emma's your best Wendy. Sorry, Wendy. I'm giddy, I've had a coffee. Wendy says, Emma, your die sets and stamps are fabulous. I have ordered both and can't wait to take them into work for the children to make amazing journals with them. How amazing would that be if your teacher brought in a set of journals?
Great art classes. If you run a group with art classes, things like I go into a care home and do arts and crafts with them. And I'll be taking all these ones so we can go back.
Then she goes on to say, though, I have bought everything you have bought us in the past. Oh, you've got a fan. I think I'd call the police and make sure she's not stalking you. I've bought everything that you've bought to us in the past, and we love making and creating. Enjoy your shows. You have bought us a wonderful collection yet again. All my love, Wendy.
Oh, thank you so much.
Adam,
That's
I think
so
you're
nice.
amazing too.
I've made so many friends through this. Honestly, I speak to so many people who I would never have met if it wasn't through this.
No, it is amazing. By the way, she said nothing about me. I just made that bit up. So I just felt left out. Over 40% of our one-day special has now already gone. This is meant to be a 24-hour deal. It gives it away down in the corner. One-day special, 24 hours. 40% of the stock has gone in the very first hour. Details on the screen. 53 dies is what you're getting. 487255 is your item number. Right then, what we're demoing this time?
I'm going to go with the really big butterfly die.
Okay.
Just show how it cuts out. The Clever Prints card, the 300 GSM card.
Yeah?
I think it should be on the show, on the website anyway. It's there.
Let me there, have a look.
The good thing is though, all this fits through your middle machine, not the tiny ones.
But you don't really need a massive die machine to use these.
No.
That's nice to know.
So all fit through. So I've got the butterfly. The butterfly comes with the mats and layers as well, but they're petals. I mean, you've got 2, 4, 6 different size petals there straight away.
That is true. But does that mean you could cut the butterfly into your page if you want to, or can you only cut him out?
Well, it'd be like that into the
So you could
paper.
So you can now create stencils as well if you wanted to.
Yeah, definitely. There's a bit of paper I was. Say it again.
Oh, see, I've set her off again now. Look,
Sorry, I
I've
was
sidelined
spraying
her.
onto the card and I used them as a mask. So I was spraying with dyes, the dye cut out paper, and then I got this from it.
Oh, it's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Right then, I'm
It's
going to let you crack
ending,
on this
never
time.
ending.
I'm not going to chip in.
So, got me butterfly, and all I'm going to do to colour it is I'm going to pop out some ink. This one's my favourite one. It's called Rose, I think. A couple of different pinks and a purple. A bit more. Could never have too much. And just spray it. Oh, and then into. Oh, I should have showed how to make the journal clips. I'll do that next hour. I'm sorry.
No, you're honestly, you are absolutely fine.
So excited, it's ridiculous. So there we go, that's your colour. And I'll just dry that off really super fast. And then there's so many dyes. I'll pick some out. Just as I'm drying this off. Actually, I'll cut some out with the papers and then we can see them cutting as well. There we go, that'll do. Doesn't have to be fully dry. So, these ones here, the little bugs. This one to me, he looks like he should be on a little leader. That one.
It looks like a little armadillo.
Yeah. To be honest, this sort of, I was looking through all photos and I took Christopher, my little boy, to the zoo. It was a safari park. And I was thinking along the lines of all the animals when I was drawing the bugs.
I love them. I wish I could draw.
And there's a little bug that, it's in the stamps and it's got like a nose, and I was thinking of an anteater when I drew that.
Ah.
I know.
See, it's these little designs, it's these little ideas that you get and you think, yeah, I'll save it. I'll sit on it. And as you said, you've been sitting on these for a while now, haven't you? This design pack, this range, should I say, the jungle range. And what a range that it is now.
So we have this little one. You'll see what I mean when you see him. Oh, there he looks like he should have a little leader. There he is. And then all you would do is with your white pen is add in some little details, because this one's quite a dark paper. Obviously you could lay something behind them, sparkly paper or something, give them sparkly spots.
Now we're talking.
I don't have any sparkle paper
A
though.
little razzle-dazzle bug.
Oh, it would be fabulous, wouldn't
But
it?
then, the kids, I think every school does it every year, the Ugly Bug Ball. You could do, have you never heard of the Ugly Bug Ball?
No.
Is this just me?
I think
Has
so.
no one ever heard of the Ugly Bug Ball?
The Ugly Bug. I've heard of a bug hotel.
No, it's an Ugly Bug Ball. It was a children's song, the Ugly Bug Ball. And all the ugly bugs went to the ball. And at school, we all dressed up as ugly bugs. I just went as myself.
I want to go to an Ugly Bug Ball.
Oh, yeah, but you could make... I don't know what, it's like pulling teeth in this place sometimes. Pulling teeth, it is. Yeah, email in uglybugball, studio@channel.com if you actually know, if you're with me, just anyone.
I've cut some of the leaves out of,
keep your
you know,
ideas to yourself.
not funky foam, what's it called, the foameran.
Yes.
There's a sample over there, actually I've made flowers with it as well, but the leaves cut out of the foameran, look and feel quite, here it is. There,
Well,
look and feel quite real. And the cherries,
Oh yeah, look at that.
and and that's the dye there. That's this dye, and this is what I should have shown you instead of trying to show 20 other things all at once.
No, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
It's
We
fine.
like it, we like it.
You like it. So what I'm going to do is for the butterfly's wings.
All you crafters are the same, you see. You all get...
Too excited.
They're all with you out there. They're with you, they're there.
Ah, but I was shown, I'd been shown little sneak peeks and things, and I've had so many lovely messages, but I think people are just starting to switch the sound down now when I'm waffling.
No, never. As I said, I've only got one viewer, so...
I wish my dad had, he bets he had wishes he had mute when I was growing up, so I can't even speak.
There's so many things you can do with these though. So now look what you can start creating beautiful, beautiful backdrops.
I don't want to use that yet. Mix and match all your flowers and your dyes and things like that. I see I'm doing something completely different now. I'm adding the flowers from the leaves from the stamps. But the hat, the dye's cut out of metal, they're cut out of faux leather.
This is what I was just showing. I was just showing this to our producer. I've got a top hat here, and the feather on the front is cut from that well-known red that Father Christmas drinks, other brands are available. Coke can. Can. It's a Coke can, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. It's a fizzy drinks can. But you can use metal through these as well. Cola can. But you can use metal through the dyes as well.
Metal fabric. I've cut a feather out of faux leather, which I'll show again. This is the foam that I'm using for this one. We've got 2 swirls on the dye set, and they look really nice down the middle of the butterfly. Just like that. And then I've cut the cherries. That's another of the dyes in the foam again, and we'll get some realistic looking cherries. So I think we could have, this is going to go in my journal. I think I'm liking where it's going. Adding more leaves. The leaves are the stamps, but we do have an awful lot of leaves in with the dyes, all different ones. There's so many of them. There's a big massive jungle leaf as well. There's so many. I've just got these cut and ready.
You've got about, I think, about 2 minutes left if my maths are correct.
Oh no, there's so much I want to show.
I know.
I'm back at 8.
You're back at 8 o'clock. We've got about, am I right, Baker, in my timings? Yeah, we've got about 2 minutes left of this hour.
I'll continue with this. Actually, no, I won't. I'll cut out the faux leather because I've got it here. And I just want to show how great they are, because even bag charms and things, if you can cut out the faux leather, it's for your soft crafts as well. And I know the mother, she's a soft crafter. She's got an eye on them.
You've got about a minute left.
Oh, I'm not going to get it cut out, am I?
I'm also thinking...
I'll do it with the leaf.
Shrink plastic as well.
Shrink plastic, that's...
Shrink plastic is what you could use. Remember now, 1 day special, 50% of the stock has now already gone in the launch hour. 50% of the overall 1 day special stock. We're with you, just quickly show us. Oh, look at that, faux leather now.
Yeah, faux leather. It's quite thick as well. This is what was Studio Light faux leather. It's sold out twice.
Oh,
that's
yeah,
what that is.
With our Lou.
Yes.
It is, so you can now use your faux leather, use your shrink plastic on these as well. But you've got to be quick. 50% of the stock in the first hour now has already gone. What are you getting? You are getting 53 dies in total for £29.98 across 2 flexible payments, or one-off payment of £59.96. Remember, if you're a Freedom member, that's all it's going to cost you today. £59.96, or 2 interest-free payments of £29.98. You are saving £32 on these dies themselves. And it's not just 1 or 2 dies that you're getting. It is 53 dies in total, where you can now create beautiful designs that look a little bit like these. Janice will be back at 8 o'clock to take you through more of your one-day special that you've got there. But there is so much you can use it for. Really go to town. Let your imagination run wild. A feather can be a feather. A feather can be any colour you want it to be. A butterfly can be any colour you want it to be. It can also be cut out of anything you want it to be. Thank you very much, Emma, for all the amazing demonstrations.
I'll go give myself a talking to so I'm calmer next hour.
No, it's fine. She's giddy with excitement, bless her. You would be, wouldn't you? You would be. Look at the amount of the time that it takes to come up with these collections. Start checking out your baskets. I don't want you to miss out. 50% has already gone of your one-day special. Don't go anywhere. I'll see you in a minute with our job.